Okay, this is a reading for Joss. We've got a relationship reading here. As you can see, I've got 3 cards followed by 4 and then 1. The first 3 cards just show a run-up to the present moment, and then these represent the present, and then this is the outcome of the relationship. Okay, so starting with the Emperor. This represents a man in the past, basically. Someone who likes to control situations, likes to wield power over others, and can be quite judgmental, quite self-righteous at times. I feel with this particularly that he's sort of fueled by this self-righteousness. He may put a lot of faith in God and him as a receptacle of God. So this would indicate this man being a part of your past relationship. So this would be an ex. Now, obviously, I feel this is ex-husband. Very, very strong, but quite judgmental character. When I pulled these cards, all these cards came out upside down. I decided to turn them around because I felt that this just meant that you were complicating things unnecessarily. Whereas it can actually be quite simplistic. So I turn them around. The next card is the Chariot. Now, this one probably should have stayed upside down, but I think you're getting here, so basically I turned it around. The Chariot represents balance in your life. So this gentleman coming in disrupted your balance. The parting of ways with this gentleman as well basically turned everything upside down in terms of balance, and I feel this card being reversed relates to health issues as well as within your sort of relationship area of not being particularly balanced between give and take. The next card is this one, which is looking out to the horizon. So basically this is a time where you looked for another relationship. So looking out there, seeing what you can find, knowing that you have 3 young ones in your life who are supportive of you and will help you along the way, but knowing also that you have to consider them within a relationship. So this was a time I feel you spent single. I don't think that you jumped into another relationship or anything like this. This is you sort of taking your time now. Quite hurt by this chap here. He left quite a mark. So, imbalancing you, so you decided that basically you were going to take your time, spend a bit of time with yourself and your family and the children, which are the most important thing to you, and deciding what you really want from a relationship as well. So then we have the High Priestess and the Page of Wands. So this High Priestess would represent yourself. This as well as indicative of your mother and your mother's line. So it would show that you have spiritual ability, that you crave hidden knowledge, and that you have a strong sense of identification with your spiritual self. And then we have the Page of Wands. So this is a new man coming into your life. This chap could be quite materialistic, very earthy, maybe a little bit naive as well, bless him. Quite a social character, but looks up to his peers, so probably is quite easily guided and possibly manipulated, but he's idolising you, absolutely idolising you, and he looks to you basically for support, but also to guide him in the right way through his own new growth. So while he seems like a very nice chap, it's important to be aware that there is imbalance there within the relationship, because you're at a more developed spiritual state than he is. The next card is Strength combined with the Ace of Cups. So this indicates that at the present time in this relationship with this gentleman, that you need to have strength, basically, not just within a physical sense, but as in patience. Strength is in patience, but it also reminds you of how strong you are, that you are a very strong, capable person, but it shows you're having to control the relationship somewhat. I feel like I should be saying to you, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. So, coming up with the Ace of Cups, this would represent you two getting together, and the fact that your strength was an attracting factor for him within the relationship, that he looks to you for guidance. So, Ace of Cups is a new emotional start, so this is the beginning of the relationship here. Now, I happen to know that you've been together for a little while, so this may indicate that there's a fresh start coming. The outcome. Harmony between the two of you. This often represents an engagement or a large commitment to one another. This represents a hand fasting, and basically committing to each other. So, I think this is the fresh start. It feels like he's going to step up to the plate a bit more, and that he's now getting to the stage where he doesn't need you so much for support, and therefore he can support you and reverse the roles so that he becomes strength. So this is a new fresh start for you to be supported, for a change, rather than you being the supportee. So he's going to look after you in the coming few months, and begin to support you a bit more, and take on more responsibility, especially around the house and children. And then an engagement. So good news. Bye.